getting ready to eat. I got to go down and check my weight, and then I want to start cutting weight around 1 o'clock.
How you feeling? You all right?
Yeah, awesome.
Looking at 210.5, baby.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake, man.
5.5 pounds over, and I just ate breakfast, so it's not really a problem.
All right.
Thanks for.
All right, bro.
Oh, what'd you weigh?
5.5.
That's all you gotta lose? Wow. How did you do that? You thought it out? Like,
I thought it might be a little heavier, but you know, it's 212 last night, so I was kind of surprised I was 2 pounds lighter. And I had dinner and drank and everything else last night after workout, so metabolism's just on fire right now. Probably go 50 minutes.
I don't know, most people don't understand it. It's basically just squeezing the water out of your cells. It's water weight, so it's temporary weight loss. You do the same thing when you work out every day. You know, our body's used to losing 6 or 7 pounds in a good workout. So this really isn't that much. Some guys use the sauna to do it. I don't really like the sauna. I think it kind of drains me. And I kind of come up with this routine through college. Found that I could walk, I could break a sweat and then just walk, and my sweat would continue, and I'm not spending a lot of energy. The core temperature stays up because of the plastics, and kind of sweat out the weight. And I could gauge, you know, by how far the sweat came up my wrists and my ankles, how much weight I'd lost. You kind of, through experience, know where you're at.
Fight us tomorrow night.
Never not made weight. I was breaking a sweat, keeping it going, just dropping my weight. I was about 8 over this morning. He sucked.
Yeah,
I just ripped a hole in my heart.
That works. Stop moving. Come here, hold on, quit moving.
I heard the trip was good.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a good one too. They playing the audio on this, I'm gonna kill someone's ears.
Did you get that one real quick, Chuck? Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Hey, good luck tomorrow, man.
I don't think about the fight a whole lot. I've already done all my thinking about the fight. So I'm just relaxing. So everyone's around, just relax, hang out.
Take your towel off. Take your towel off. Take your towel off and put this on. Move, Beanie. Come on, Beanie, move. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Well, I always have people around me. Otherwise I get bored. So some can't go do much. So yeah, we hang out, just kind of be bored, talk shit. 7.5, so about 1.5 pounds over. I'll float it between now and the time. I'll check my weight around 3:30, 3:45, and if it's, I'll go to sauna for 5 minutes.
You weighing at what, 334? Yeah. Yeah, you'll be perfect.
This has been a little bit different, that I've been trying to put weight back on. I was a little too light going into the last 2 fights, and so I've been lifting heavier, trying to put more weight on, so I haven't been as strict with the greens and all that. I still haven't done any dairy, but I'm eating a little more meat and eating a little more of anything I can get my hands on, trying to keep my weight up. And I don't know, my metabolism is just so fast right now. It doesn't matter what I put in, I'm having trouble keeping weight on. So 203.5 on that scale.
203 on that, but that's winning a little light. I think you'll be real close. And then we'll just get some water before we go down and just get him back right up to where he needs to be.
This week is always the challenge, waiting, you know, for the fight to get here. You're kind of tired of training, you're tired of grinding it out in the gym, and you just want the fight night to get here so you can get in there and get your job done. And I feel real good, I feel real confident and comfortable, and I'm relaxed and enjoying it. This fight's going to be huge, and I can't wait to get in there.
That announcer's good. Good? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much been nonstop since I beat Mike Van Arsdale. I knew this was next, and it was a matter of kind of getting contracts in line and getting everything ordered and focusing, you know, on the game plan and the adjustments and the training plan, what I was going to do to get ready. So it's pretty much been nonstop.
Let me check with the commission.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm under.
You're gonna go up on stage. Hold on 1 second.
You don't mind being, I don't care who I'm in front of.
Yeah, we're gonna do what's the name first?
It'll help him to know
Randy.
he's got to cut, you know, practice weight.
Yeah, he's on the scale.
Oh.
And then you can get on. This is not an official weigh-in, but it's just an opportunity to give you a taste of what you guys are in for today. Randy's just kind of taking a little practice run.
What'd you weigh, bro?
205 with my clothes on.
I guess Chuck said he's got to do a little practice too.
He was a little over.
They moved it, yeah. His went right up.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Get it?
Do what you got to do, baby.
All right.
You still need to see the doctor, and you still need to personal.
Cut a weight. You need to cut a pound.
Oh, all right, go do that and then come back.
I'll be back down. I'm going back down. I'm going back to my room. No, it wasn't official. I'm pound over. I just forgot my stuff, so. I gotta get some stuff. I gotta drop another pound. It's fine. No big deal. Basically, I'm gonna break the sweat on the way back down here. So.
One of those things. Thanks for all your help. I appreciate it. Yeah, 3:20. We got time. Let's go for 10.
I get there for like 10 minutes.
Whatever you need.
Perfect. 10 minutes, yeah. 45.
I got time to get the doctor, do fill out my stuff. Just got done working out, so.
Yeah, you look a little damp. You're not doing the UFC this term with the, I guess it's Shamrock and Tito, yeah. Well, they started filming right already.
Good luck tomorrow. I'm the lead. I'll be in the ringside. It's a V8 thing.
Excuse me, do you hear this?
He brought that dog. Oh, yeah.
All the time.
I'm Dr. Persky. I'm the guy that's been doing a study for that commission. What kind of mouth guard are you going to have tomorrow? Custom? With Dennis? And tomorrow night I will take a photograph of it. Okay. When's the last time you sparred?
Last week.
Okay.
Yeah. The crowd's ready for you guys, man. It's like the biggest pay-per-view ever on UFC books.
It is.
They've sold out a separate ballroom for closed circuit here.
And they're beating each other to get in that one, too.
Yeah, we're psyched just to be here.
This leads us to the final bout of the evening. I might have a heart attack before it even happens. The former UFC light heavyweight champion, Randy the Natural Couture, takes on the current UFC heavyweight champion, Chuck the Iceman Liddell. 203 for Randy. 204 for Chuck. There you have it, folks. Chuck Liddell versus Randy Couture for the title.
Hey, Randy, you're off. Oh, made my shirt. Come on. Thanks, Randy. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Take him down, big dog. The champ, the true champ, Randy. We love you, Randy.
fights tomorrow?
No, just the way in today.
Just the way in. See you guys.
Well, the fans are always awesome. I always get great response from the fans. I think they appreciate my demeanor and my approach to the sport. I think you're not going to find a sport with more approachable athletes than we have in MMA. So the fans are fantastic. They've been great. I'm working on a couple of tickets for you. I won't know till this afternoon. I'm waiting for a call back right now. But check in with me in my room. I'm just going to be hanging out in my room until I leave for the fights at 5. It's nice to have family and friends around, and it makes the time go by faster, so you're not just sitting twiddling your thumbs waiting for it to get here, which is pretty much all you do this last week outside of some radio stuff and promotions. It's pretty much a waiting game. The hard work is done, so it's nice to, these fights are an excuse for a lot of people to come to Vegas, and I get to see a lot of people I don't normally get to see, so it's fun. Saw some old Army buddies, some old college buddies, even some old high school buddies here, so that's been nice, and of course close friends and family are around all the time. So
this is it, America. We're in Randy Couture's room. It's fight night. You can feel the electricity in the air. It's stimulating. The hair on the back of my neck is up. Chuck, don't even show up. It's not going to be working.
And the new, once again, UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
Randy.
the natural.
pretty relaxed, enjoying the moment, enjoying the atmosphere. It's time to go and play and have some fun. The hard work is done and the waiting is over, and so I'm usually just usually smiling and pretty relaxed.
Not forget, ready.
I feel great. I'm ready to go. I'm in shape. Got my sparring, the timing's on, everything feels good, so I'm getting ready to go out there.
Need to be gloved by 7 and ready to go by 7. It's 6:35, guys.
Come on. I'm not saying it's going to happen. We'll see you end up getting hurt in the fight. You go down, you start to cover up, and he starts to throw things at you. If they're just going off of your arms, don't let it go. It doesn't matter, okay? If some of those are getting through and they're starting to do damage to you, and you're either tired or you're not able to stop what he's doing, you're going to hear me tell you, Chuck, get out and move. Okay? As long as you try to either move or try to take away what he's doing, we'll let the fight go. So when you stop, try and then just stick his hand up. That's what I'm saying. Fair enough. Anything at all you want to bring up? Just luck, brother. Be champ.
This fight, we went back to the old school pit, old school training, our old school training partners, and just did what we've always done for the last, 14 years.
Should you be doing that before your fight?
Good to see you.
Good luck to you.
Training for this fight's been excellent. I spent most of my training cycle here in Las Vegas with a good group of guys. It's been nice to have a coach for this fight. Ron Frazier's been boxing coach, and he's been running practices, and it's been really nice to have that.
When you get a guy like Randy Couture, who's been around the game for such a long time, you don't have a major overhaul. It's just little adjustments. Some of the things that I saw that he did well in the first fight, some things he didn't do so well in the second fight, and just kind of incorporate some small changes with his footwork, and just being patient and throwing better combinations and things like that.
Hand back to your face when you throw that jab. You're gonna lift your counter over top of your jab. Hands back, don't drop your hand now. Back to your face. There you go. Back to your face. There you go.
Chin down, hands up.
Head and shoulder move. There you go. You can also give him some feints off that.
you can stay relaxed in any sport, that's when you're going to bring the best out of yourself. And so that's what we're here to do today, is just stay relaxed, stay focused, work on the game plan that we've been working on for 12 weeks, and everything should go our way.
You're trying to warm up and you don't know when they're filming because they play some stuff from earlier too. It's not always live.
Yeah, I got full rolls.
I gotta shake it.
Built on the last fight. We've trained hard for 12 weeks in preparation for Randy Couture #3. And Chuck is in the best shape of his life, hitting harder, faster, more accurately than he ever has.
We added a few things, but for the most part, it's the same old thing. Training. Fighting Chuck Liddell for the 3rd time, so obviously there's no secrets. I'm not going to surprise him when I come out and punch him in the face, and he's not going to surprise me when he tries to punch me as well. I'm sure there'll be subtle differences in our game plans and how we approach each other this 3rd time, and that's going to tell the tale.
Well, you know, anytime you get a guy like Chuck, he's very dangerous. Obviously, he hits very hard, and Randy found that out in the 2nd fight when he made a mistake. But when you get a guy who relies on power, usually because of his leverage. So what you have to do is kind of take that advantage away from him. Sit on what he likes to do. If he likes to throw right hands or hooks, then you kind of sit on that punch so you know that's all he can throw, and you can take that away from him. It kind of changes balance and changes leverage.
Randy Couture is a great fighter, been around a long time, good guy. I like him, but I'm planning on knocking him out. I mean, I know about vision in all sorts of ways, catching him. But I'm planning on knocking him out.
4 minutes and counting.
Right. Just on the belt, gotta get him.
I get it though. That's almost the same size, bro.
Picturing this fight since we signed it, and always see myself winning, and always see myself putting a lot of pressure on Chuck and being pretty hard on him. So I think the key for me is to be patient and stay focused and relaxed out there, and sooner or later Chuck's going to have to come to me if he wants to win this fight.
The new.
I don't have a lot to prove. I've accomplished lots of things in the sport, so I can just kind of relax, go out and execute my game plan. Chuck has to live up to the hype and being the champ and kind of dealing with those pressures. And at 42, an underdog, any way to look at it, everybody is waiting for me to slow down. So that puts me in a nice place to just smile, relax, and go out and do my thing.
It's your house, baby. It's your house.
Chuck is a champion, but he's a hungry champion.
It's just a fight. Once you get out here, it's 2 guys out there. It doesn't matter who's got the belt when you get out there.
Chuck, how you feeling? I know you're feeling great, but you didn't happen to hurt your hands or anything, right?
Nah.
You got a lot of adrenaline going on.
Hands are fine.
Hands feel good?
Hands feel great.
What about a headache? You have a headache? No. Feel dizzy at all? No.
I feel wonderful.
Dave?
With 3 fights with him, did he ever, at least buzz you? Where you said, I respect his power?
No, I mean, that's one of the things the guy's trying to box with me. I mean, he planted some shots, but there was nothing on him. I mean, not against him. That's just not what he does. Well, we did what we said. We thought he was going to slow play us a little bit. We tried to be calm and stay away a little bit and get me to overcommit. So I was just committed to not overcommitting, and throwing jabs. Then I hurt him with that right hand near the end, and kind of got a little excited and went after him.
It was going all right. It was going the way I wanted it to go. And I was picking off his jab and seeing the right hand pretty good. I had the takedown when I needed it. And I don't know. He found a spot.
Randy's a great champion. I mean, he stuck around for a long time, and you can't take anything away from the guy. It's his choice and his time. He fought till he's 42. Not too many guys that
and he fought effectively until he was 42. I mean, he's still what I consider my toughest fight out there.
No, it's retire, win or lose. I decided that quite a while ago, before we even negotiated this contract. I didn't want to make any public statements because this sort of thing takes on a life of its own and was really about that.
He wanted one last shot, and he figured, fight me, he had another shot at beating me and going out a champ, and that, it was worth the shot to him.
Got to end sometime. It's been a hell of a year.
Always the champion. Always the champion.
Punch! Punch! Go kick! Kick!
You got Frank Mir.
Can he go? Is it too crowded up there? Is he
No, we're okay.
All right.
Mario.
Oh, the cage.
Is that your little one?
It's been a year and a half since I fought, and it took 6 months where I couldn't really do much of anything, and then just training off and on there. At first, you're optimistic because you want to jump in there and get past and get through the injury. But it took a long time to come back. I mean, it took people around me sometimes to tell me that, it's hard to tell a guy that you're not 100%, man. I don't care how you feel, you're not. Like any event, anything that anybody has that they're passionate about in life, I think it's different when you first achieve something, you have it, it's great, you worked hard for it, but to know what it felt like and then have a possibility of not getting back there again and not to be here again, it's tenfold now. It's just I don't know, almost to the point where like I can't even think about it. I just kind of changed my, just overwhelming of emotion. As long as it ain't checking a prostate, I'm cool. I gotta grab my ankles.
Next up in the heavyweight division, Las Vegas' own Frank Mir. 257 for Frank.
Everybody, we're all going to school. Ricardo's nervous. He wants to see me hit pads for a little bit. We'll get through stuff on the ground. Okay, I'll walk right up that way. Okay, we're gonna go that way. I feel good. I'm excited to be here. It feels like I've been away for too long. So it's great to be back in it. You know what I mean? It almost feels good, I guess. I'm not getting too crazy about it. A couple more hours.
Hey, good. Thanks. Good luck tomorrow. Go too.
Okay, whoever needs to go to the room, go with Dean real quick, and then we'll meet you guys in West Ballet.
Body kick. 1, 2, 3 body kick.
What I usually do is I take off 2 days. Actually, I take off Wednesday, Thursday if I'm going to fight on Saturday. So I'm rested up, and then actually Friday I do a little bit to break a sweat, because if everybody notices, usually Monday's your worst workout because you get 2 days off, your rest is kind of tight. So I just noticed that if I do a little something the day before, I feel a little loose for the day of the match.
Start with before this time.
Just keeping them loose, getting warmed up for the fight, work on some last minute techniques. Sometimes there's things you notice about a guy during the weigh-in that we can maybe exploit.
2, 5, 2, 3, 2. Well, it's beautiful.
They might say, hey, by the way, if he does this, what are you going to do? Because I'm a technical fighter, a lot of that stuff comes into play where they just want to kind of make sure that I'm remembering everything they were told me to do. Hey, if he does this, you're going to, as long as I don't say nothing too radical, they'll be all right and be able to sleep tonight.
Time.
Pushed it a little harder. Good though. Good. I like you thinking that way. Explosiveness.
Yeah, well, my one coach, Rath, he's pretty serene in the whole idea, you know what I mean? He's pretty calm, as long as I do what he's, what I've been doing in practice. My other coach, Ricardo, no matter what, I could be fighting someone's daughter tomorrow in the cage, and he'd be nervous. Just his nature.
I just want to see one thing. Just after clinch, just like trying to take him down a little bit. You see the difference? Did you feel it?
Yeah.
I feel fine. Feel good now? It was too high. So you use your arm a lot. So now just like when you do the elbows to the face.
Yeah.
He has food.
Baby. Baby. Kisses? Got a kiss?
I gotta go back to work.
Okay.
Tomorrow, what time you
We'll be there at 5, so I'll call you about 3 o'clock. I'm gonna leave the house like at 3:30 or so.
Okay.
I mean, just excited, ready to go. You just can't wait to get it on now at this point. Just it's the ambition. It's like, I guess the guy getting ready to jump out of an airplane, he has 2 hours to wait, you know. It's not so much, I think, the actual jumping or the fighting that, you know, makes you nervous. It's just the wait.
When he brings his back, can he drop his elbow?
Can he or should he?
Can he? Because I think he should. I want you to boom, 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 lock it down with the elbow.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying? So you put the elbow
That's the
jumps
same.
faster. Now you can go here and here. Okay? This is longer.
Yeah.
You know, it's no different than if a fighter had been off a year with just you know, without an injury. I mean, it's the same road back. You got to start them out slowly. We started out just doing 1 round. We come in, do a round. That's it. Next week, another round. Next week, you know, another round. And we just kept going until he was up to doing 8 5-minute rounds.
This is your first fight back, right? Since the ice cream? How you feeling? Good. Who's your opponent?
Marcel Cruz, Pepano.
Anything about him?
Good jiu-jitsu guy.
I want to know Pedapano. He's a really good jiu-jitsu artist. He's, I think, 6-time Abu Dhabi champion, which is that's a little different than fighting. No one's striking at you. No one's trying to knock you out. When you're on the ground, you don't have to worry about elbows or punches or anything else. So I think that's going to make a big difference. Like the elbow.
Basically, I'm going to keep the fight on the feet the whole time. Even every time he opens the guard to go for submission, I'm just going to stand up, wave the fight back up to his feet. There's really no reason. I mean, that's the only opportunity he has to win the fight is on the ground. So why even though I feel my skills are just as good as his, if not more explosive in the submission range, why give him an opportunity?
You got 5 seconds. Keep going. Pick it up slowly. 5 more seconds.
I don't think a lot of people understand what a great striker Frank is, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of that today. So we've been doing a lot of sparring, high intensity, a lot of mostly a lot of pad work. I mean, rounds and rounds. We do 5-minute rounds just like he'll be fighting in the ring, but most people don't fight 5 minutes standing up, throwing nonstop the way we train.
Sleep in tomorrow.
I think everybody, they go through things in life where it's difficult and hardship and stuff, and it's glad just, I think, to see somebody step up and overcome something and be able to continue on. So I kind of represent just about everybody in their life, you know what I mean? Every time something bad happens, to really get through it and step up and then and try to turn it around.
Dimension shot, the Iceman Liddell, so he is here to play tonight.
How bad did it look?
No, it just looked like you got cut. I don't think you were cut, so you couldn't see. Yeah, it was just bleeding. So
Frank came in. My name's Liddell. Take down the hospital. Take out his gloves for you too.
I heard about the hospital.
Yeah, let's get that laceration cleaned up for you. Sutured up, okay?
you gotta go to the hospital?
I felt pretty good, you know what I mean? I just was now as a test. I mean, really, I didn't feel like, you know, any of the injuries were holding me back or anything. So, and even in the loss, I think it was more or less a year and a half out of the ring, you know? Just not competing. And at first, I think I lost my balance trying to swing too hard. And then one of the takedowns, when he had it, I started punching him instead of doing the takedown, and then ended up on the bottom in the half guard. I think I went overzealous with the guillotine, but I just got one bad cut. And then from there, just all the blood in the eyes, and I couldn't really see the shots. I should have probably sucked them in more, but then I was still looking for a Kimura to finish it, you know? Maybe instead of standing back and just wearing through it, you know? I think I tried too hard instead of going for an underhook.
Yeah, it looked like, I mean, once you got the blood in your eyes, you couldn't even see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't, fuck. But I still didn't do the right thing, though. I didn't.
Yeah. Did you hear us at
Fucked
all?
up. I told you, do not punch while he takes you down.
I know.
You punch it.
I told him, move your hip as you had on the hook. Kept in the hook, move your hip. You did not move your hip. You lost this fight.
Oh, I know.
No. He didn't win. You lose. You lost. I mean, he did a good job. Yeah. You know, at least I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And you're gonna pay for it.
Just roll.
Yeah.
Just roll.